So Johnny Depp just got himself another monster win in the form of the Red Sea Film Festival. And what's fascinating is how he's made it very clear that he has moved on in his life, that people shouldn't ask him questions about a certain case from last year, unlike a certain someone that is still weaponizing that trial in any appearance that they have. This was with her sister 2 weeks ago. Now, notice the shirt. I stand with a certain person, and also notice the outfit. Oh yeah, we've seen that before, because that is from the trial. Depp's win goes beyond being at a festival too. I mean, the man is being celebrated. I mean, his career, it's on the comeback, and I mean, it is something to behold. You and I, we're going to talk about all of that today too. Fun times, huh? Fun times indeed. All right, so hey there to all you fine folks on this fine day. By the way, I hope you are doing excellently. So Depp, he just keeps getting win after win, with this one coming in from Saudi Arabia's Red Sea Film Festival, where he's not only celebrated for his accomplishments, but people believe in him. In fact, they back his projects. I mean, that is where some of the money for his newest project came from, and he will be given a special screening of it this week. I mean, that's big time when you think about it. And when you check out the reception for the man, I mean, you'll notice the man, he always has an entourage with him. There are always people backing. That includes, of course, you have your photongs, you have your money backers, you have the people that are responsible for this and more. And when you look through the crowds, you check everyone out too. And here is a very important factor to consider as well, and props to Emmy for pointing this and other things out too. You'll notice it's not just Depp that is sitting here listening to everyone speak. You also have the person that is responsible for the film traveling with him too, despite the fact that the media, they try to spread rumors, they try to spread innuendos saying, oh no, he doesn't have any backing anymore. Yeah, that couldn't be further from the truth. And here's the thing too, Depp, he isn't just greeted when he appears here, he's actually revered and celebrated. I mean, it comes up in the opening ceremony. I mean, listen to this. I think that this says plenty about the way that other actors, people worldwide, they actually perceive the man and his impact that is continuing.
Good sir, I've followed your work since Edward Scissorhands and What's Eating Gilbert Grape. What an honor to be receiving this in your presence. Thank you for everything that you've unknowingly taught me about the craft, sir. Master of transformation. Versatility is something that I'm inspired by you.
Now, this is one of my favorite things. I mean, I find this so delicious and so funny, and I think Depp, he would find this hilarious as well. And that's the fact that the media, they are either so salty about him having a convention like this, they won't cover it, which tells you something. I mean, they cover any convention she's part of to the point they make it seem like the biggest thing ever. No matter what, they don't want to talk about it. But the places that will, places like Variety, places that have attacked Depp again and again, went after him at Cannes and it's attacked him for years now, they make sure they don't give the man first or top billing. Notice this. I mean, hey, it's opening up with Will Smith, Johnny Depp, Sharon Stone, and more. And the reason that they do that, by the way, is because they don't want to give you a positive picture. Because, hey, that might look like people, they accept him. And they don't want people thinking about that, not with all the spin. Now, that salt is nothing, though, compared to the coverage that they showcase, because they try to separate Depp from other people. They essentially try to make it look like he's been ostracized. He's being celebrated for the works before. And that's not what's happening, and they have to make that clear too. Like I said, I love this. Let me check this out. So first they tell you that the Red Sea Film Festival is kicking off its 3rd edition on Thursday. You're going to have world premiere here. you're going to have a glitzy red carpet that features Will Smith, Sharon Stone, Baz Luhrmann, and so many more. And oh, by the way, there's another name that is present. Who could that person be? Oh yeah, it's Johnny Depp. He's also poised on the red carpet, and he attended the opening gala, but he kept a lower profile. And it's funny considering what they say versus the clips you saw from those opening ceremonies where he is shouted out, he's interacting. Yeah, lower profile indeed. Then they tell you, oh, by the way, his project, the one that has been talked about so much, yeah, he's believed in enough that it was funded here. A lot of the money, it came from the Red Sea Film Foundation. And you know what? They're going to do it again. That's right. His next film, which will be his directorial effort, a biopic, it is also backed by the funding. Then they tell you, on top of that, he is scheduled to deliver an onstage conversation in the coming days. So he's going to be giving a talk as well. Now, along with all of those wins we mentioned before, the fact that he is attending, he's being celebrated, and he has a bright future. Everything is being funded, all of this stuff is coming up. You don't see any end in sight. Is the fact that he no longer feels that he has to go out and he has to answer questions about Amber Heard, and not just the court proceedings, but anything that came before it. He no longer feels he has to justify that decision allowed him to turn the page. In fact, that is noted by the media. And you'll notice the answer here. It seems a little salty, I guess. They wanted to ask him stuff, but they also have to note that the man, he seems happy. They say, before the beginning of the interview, we were warned not to ask questions about his ex-wife and court proceedings because he doesn't answer those types of questions. I'm glad to hear that, by the way. He answered the rest of the questions. They say slowly and with a lot of mumbling, but happy that the audience is applauding his film again, and the photographers are obsessed with him. And yeah, the whole world, they've been watching. They've been watching the rise, and they know that he was falsely accused. He actually was the victim in all of this, and they're celebrating his return. And it's interesting because he does look like he's having a lot of fun too. I mean, when you look, here, he's on the red carpet, he's taking pictures, and you notice, he decides, hey, I'm going to goof off. So many people, they just stand like statues, they grin or whatever. He's like, yeah, look at me, you're mesmerized. I love it. I love the fact that he has been able to win like this, and the world agrees that the man, he deserves this and so much more. But anyway, let me know what you think about all of this. And as always, appreciate the heck out of you. You make this stuff work. Thank you. Can't say that enough. Want to help out the channel, by the way? Links are in the description. And I have to say that I do appreciate you all. Share this everywhere too. And thank you. Gonna leave that here. See you soon.